Thank you everybody for watching this video. Push the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and push that notification bell. It will help us tremendously to grow this channel. We have a bunch of stuff coming out for you, the fans, unique content, so please stay tuned. All right, JHK here for the All-Star, and join me right now is undefeated flyweight prospect Gilbert Nakatani. Gilbert, thank you so much for the time. It seems like you're in between training sessions. How you feeling?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I just finished a good wrestling session with the high school team that I work out with and I coach. I got my strength and conditioning this morning and some sparring tonight. So you did catch me at a good time right in between some training sessions. But I'm glad to be on. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for choosing me and putting some time in to interview me.
No doubt, man. No doubt. It's likewise, man. Likewise. And you're in California, I believe, man. How has the California is, like restrictions and all that stuff? It changes every day, with the Omni virus and all kinds of shit going on. How's it for you?
Oh man, it's unpredictable here, especially in Southern California in the LA County area. I was actually during COVID, I was actually going to Syndicate in Vegas because it was less restricted over there. So I'd go and train with some of the pros over there. But right now, it's not too bad. It's just any day, you never know what could happen here. So I just try to stay healthy. Keep my circle pretty small and just keep growing and trying to pursue the dream.
Of course, of course. And you mentioned the high school wrestling team earlier. Nowadays, man, high school kids are different, right? They're a new breed, huh? They're bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah, the youth is very strong and fast. They try to get me and they try to take down coach and put it on me, but keeps me young, keeps me healthy, keeps me feeling pretty young and keeps me on my toes.
For sure. And you had a lot of amateur experience, a lot of success, but a few hiccups, I think in 2015 there was two times, where you had some setbacks. How did those losses transform you into a better fighter?
Wow, that was a long time ago. So I was early in my career, kind of was still learning. I had a lot of fire in me, but I didn't know how to necessarily control it. You know what I mean? So I would just put myself in some bad positions, and I lost a split decision, and my first loss, and then my second loss, it was a state title fight, and I was winning the whole fight. In the last 30 seconds, I picked him up, slammed him, and then I kind of hit my own head, and I was kind of dazed. So then he choked me out. So I learned a lot from those losses, and I actually haven't lost since. So I'm just trying to keep on that path. Just keep winning and not necessarily beat myself. So just do what it takes to win, whatever it takes.
And you turned pro 2019, and then 2020 happened. There was a long stretch where you didn't compete. How frustrating was that for you?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy because I was so hyped on going pro and I wanted to climb the ranks just like I did as an amateur. I climbed all the way from 0 fights to winning the state title 2 times in 2 different weight classes at 25s and 35s. So I love the aspect of growing and climbing the ranks and trying to be number one. So for when I went pro and then everything happened in 2020, it was I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of disheartening. I was like, oh man, when are we gonna come back? When is Southern California gonna come back? Like I was already thinking of trying to fight in the East Coast and this and that. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep training, keep on my diet, keep healthy, and sooner or later down here in Southern California, it'll open back up. And finally, I got to get back in there this year.
Yeah, you did, and you knocked off two dudes, two finishes. Which fight did you grow most from?
I my last one, he was pretty good. I mean, they were both very good. Benji had a very good long career. He had a lot of fights, a lot of experience. So it kind of pushed me to grow from that. And then my last fight with the Mongolian Khabib Gantumar, he was a good grappler. He really was. I just felt like I was never gonna give up like in any of those positions. So I was gonna fight, and he kind of tested me, and then the gas tank just kind of depleted on him, and I kind of took over after a little while, you know. So he pushed me. He had some good positions. Um, I just wanted to play it smart because we were both undefeated. You know, he was undefeated 2-0. I was 2-0, and I didn't want to make any mistakes that I was gonna beat myself. So I just stayed composed and came out with the W, with the
Yeah,
finish.
so that last loss that you had as an amateur, it really helped in that last fight.
Yeah, it did. It really did. Because I was winning the whole fight, and then I had to just go and put myself in a bad position. You know, so even though I was this last fight where it's kind of going back and forth, I just knew that if I didn't put myself in a bad position, that in the long run it would pay off, and I could come on top. You know.
Now you return to action, lights out, 7 December 10th. Are you facing Chris Hansen or Mike Hansen? Are you facing both guys at one time? What's going on with that?
I think they're brothers. I don't know. I've always heard of Chris, and I never heard of Mike. So you know, like honestly, I'm not sure. They look the same. So I'm just preparing myself for what I have to do in the cage. Um, I'm not sure what he has in store because he hasn't fought in years, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna continue to train hard and do what I have to do to come out victorious, you know. But this guy seems like he's had a lot of experience. Like he's been there, he's been in the ranks, or he's been in the pro ranks for a while. So I'm gonna have to battle and show him why the new breed and the new era is Gilbert Nakatani.
For sure. And yeah, he has a 2-3 record as a pro. What type of fighter do you see in him, from what you saw, maybe some tape or anything like that?
Um, I just watched one of his little fights, his pro debut, which is 7-8 years ago. So you never know; he could have changed, but he's decent all around. I'm not gonna underestimate the guy. You know, in fighting, you never can underestimate anybody because we're all trying to win and we're all trying to do the same thing. You know, get our hand raised. So I think all around, I'll just be too much. You know,
Mhm.
just my striking and my grappling is just a little bit, if not a lot, better. So we will see December 10th. Honestly, I don't know because he hasn't been in the cage for years. So
Yeah,
we will have to see come first round.
for sure. Argonne Training Academy, you're training there, and you mentioned the high school. Are there any other spots?
I was training. I was like cross training at Syndicate MMA
Okay.
in Vegas with John Wood, and they're doing really big things with a lot of UFC fighters out there. So they would push me, you know. But most of my training has been with my coach Josh Aragon here in Pasadena, and then I grew up wrestling at Northview High School in Covina, California, which is one of the top ranked high schools in California, the whole state of California, the last 20 years, you know, 15, 20 years. So the pedigree is there, you know. I'm just trying to live up to the name and continue to work hard because that's how you get it, you know. The only way you're going to win is you put in the work.
Definitely. And Coach Argon, how has the development been with him, the growth been with him?
Oh, man, great. I'm thankful. I'm blessed to meet such a good coach because from day one is when I met him, he's been my coach, you know. So since like 8, 9 years it's been, and since like 2013, he's always been there for me. You know, he grew as a coach, and I grew as a fighter because he's a Muay Thai WBC national champion, and he didn't really know he doesn't know MMA necessarily because he never wrestled, but he does know the striking and he does understand the fight game. So for us to work together and to come so far, and I'm super grateful and blessed. Like uh, he helps me so much, and we learn from each other all the time.
Hansen, your opponent, he has been finished in every loss. You have finished every fight. What do you expect out of yourself?
Uh, the same goal, the same outcome is always on my mind is to get in and get out. Just like back in the day when I used to wrestle in high school, I never wanted to leave it to the score. You know, I wanted to get in, pin them, get out. You know, the faster I finish, you know, the better it is for me, the less risk of injury. So I'm pushing for a first round finish,
Mhm.
but I'm always preparing myself for a 3 round war. So we will see December 10th, but I'm feeling like definitely gonna be a finish.
We're almost at the end of 2021. 2022 is probably going to be a big year for you. Where do you see yourself at the end, like in December of next year?
Ooh, a year from now, huh?
Mhm.
The sky's the limit to me. I just want to be the best. You know, doesn't matter who I fight, where I fight, when I fight. I'm just trying to make my people proud, my family, my daughter Jay Marie. You know, I'm trying to build a legacy and a life for her, so she won't have to worry about any little thing, you know. So next year is going to be a big year for us. We're going to climb the ranks, just like I said. We're going to keep climbing and keep winning, and the more finishes the better. So maybe the UFC, maybe Bellator, maybe ONE FC,
Mhm.
whoever really is ready to start promoting Gilbert Nakatani, because I am going to be the champion and I am going to win belts. And soon enough, Lights Out is going to give me a title shot. This was supposed to be it, but they're trying to find me a more worthy, better record for opponent. So we will see. I'm not sure. I'm excited. I'm just going to continue to train and continue to work hard. And hopefully the big show calls me soon.
Definitely, definitely. One last thing, open scoring is something that's being used in some states now and around the world. What is your opinion on that type of judging and the effects that it will have on fights?
I'm not sure. Uh, to me, I don't even think about the judges really, because I just want to get my finishes. You know, I don't know what it is. It's just something in my blood. My Japanese, Mexican, Native American. My grandma's part Italian and Scottish. Like I'm a whole mixture of people, so different cultures and blood. So there's just something in me that wants to win, and whatever it takes to win is I'm gonna do it. So for me, I'm looking for finishes, so I'm not really worried about judging, you know, because sometimes judges just it doesn't go your way. So I'm gonna just keep working for finishes. Um, so I don't know. That's pretty new though. So
It
we will
is.
see this next year. We'll see what they do with that open scorecards.
Definitely. And yeah, man, December 10th, lights out 7. Gilbert, appreciate the time and good luck on the fight. And, you get to enjoy Christmas and New Year's. You don't have to worry about fighting, right?
No, no. I gotta just worry about this fight, and then I'll enjoy my time with my family and my friends and my teammates. Perfect time for the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. I'm blessed. I can't thank Lights Out enough for trying to promote me and push me and continue to keep me busy, because that's the whole point. I want to just stay busy. I just want to keep fighting and growing and getting better, winning and winning, of course. So for my fourth fight, I expect another finish. So I'll be 4-0 with 4 finishes in the LXF cage.